Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 10 of Direwolf20's Project Architect 2 Let's Play series, where this Enderman has invaded my base. What do you think you're doing here, sir? Don't pretend like you brought me flowers. That's not what happened here. I know what you're doing. You're scoping stuff out. Look, man, I ain't had problems in a while. Don't come wandering into my base looking for trouble. My plan for today is I'd like to get a little bit of auto crafting going. Now the good news is we have that extended AE mod, which is cool. I don't know if you guys remember this one from my last Let's Play, but this is the one that has like the extended pattern provider that has like, 4 rows of pattern provider stuff. And I never even checked these guys out, but that looks cool. The extended inscriber, like all good stuff. So what I want to do is probably get some basic auto crafting going so that I can then auto craft the remaining stuff that we need to get like a proper auto crafting system up and running. And once that's all up and running, then, we should be cool, right? So the plan is thus. Let's get like a couple, 4K crafting units going. Just get like, the basics set up. And then we'll kind of go from there. Does that sound like a plan? Okay, that sounds cool to me. So that stuff can go away. Ooh, what did we get? Elastic chainmail boots? Okay, cool. So, first things first, let's get some cables, right? Now, I should be able to get you guys. Now, here's a question. Can I do this? And does this have EMC? Ho-ho, it does! Well, that's exciting. That's exciting. That is kind of cool. I like it because it means we can go, like, it's pretty cool, right? So I can just, like, snag a few of these dudes and call it a day. What about, like, P2Ps? You don't have EMC by chance, right? Now, that would be asking too much for P2Ps to have EMC. But that's all right. Well, autocraft. That's the whole point, right? So I like this. I like this pack very much, where you get to, like, do stuff a little differently. So I haven't quite figured out where I'm going to put everything in the basement, but, like, we don't have to overthink it. I don't think we have to overthink. What we could just do is maybe what I'll grab is a little bit of destruction-y fun times. And we'll go like 2 by 2, something like that. Because we're gonna want 5 in there, right? Yeah, that should be cool. And then just a few more depth. Cool. And then we can do something like that. That could be cool. What I should really have is so I don't think I can make a tablet yet, right? I don't think. This dude requires 2.2 million EMC. It's going to need dark matter blocks. We haven't even like gotten to looking at dark matter. I mean, we will at some point, right? But we haven't quite gotten there yet. So I should just like bring, transmutation tables around with me so that if I need something, I can easily access it. Cool. So I can come down here and get like bricks, for example, and then I can exchange or gadget that. But then I can easily like, and fuzzy mode, and boom, and boom, and boom, and boom, and boom. Does that sound cool? Nice. Right? And this can be like a little bit of a, recessed AE crafting setup room. Like, I don't know that this necessarily needs to be this deep. I could like pull it out a little bit. Maybe I'll do that real quick. So like if I put you on here and we did surface mode. Is that cool? Yeah, like I don't need you to be so far deep in and recessed. And then we can just like throw some glass in front of that. I like that idea. Now, glass, is there like a clear kind of glass? Because I like clear. Smooth glass, polished, connected, clear glass. Yeah, I like that. Does that have EMC? It doesn't, but that's okay. You can build to me. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, cool. So then your job will be to be logic, right? Engineering, calculation, and silicon. And then you're the combiner of all three, right? And now, I think there's other circuits. Am I right about that? No, maybe not. Maybe I'm not correct. Printed accumulation from megacells. If we ever get into megacells, we could look at that. There's also printed energy circuits from applied flux, but again, we'll see. Does that need like a different? It does. So if we have to expand this thing, we can easily just on either side of it, right? Shouldn't be a problem. Cool, cool, cool. Perfect. Does that sound like a good time? Now, when I did this in my last Let's Play, I decided to go laser IO because auto export produced items will automatically be exported. Why didn't I do that? There was a reason I didn't do this, right? There was a reason I didn't do this. And I think it's because I couldn't control which side it could extract and insert from, right? Can be accessed from the top and bottom sides can be extracted from. Input slots cannot be extracted from. Right. Yeah, I think that's what I did. I did laser IO A to like reduce channel usage kind of deal. So yeah, let's get some more laser IO action happening over here. Because I feel like that's where we want to be, right? So you guys can all go in here and just get me another stack of bricks. Okay, so for laser IO, we're going to need just a few more of these. Do we not have any more of you? So we're going to want some clay, and we're going to want some quartz. How about 4-ish of those? Does that sound like a number that we like? So, cool. And then once we have a proper AE system really cooking, what we can do is have like drawers and compacting drawers and all that stuff that will like make things easier. And then we'll start working towards making sure we have enough redstone and gold and all that. Does that sound like a plan? Hope so, because that's kind of like what my plan is. We'll figure it out, right? So let me just get a few of these. So we're definitely going to need more redstone. And for now, I'll just be like grabbing, you know, a few things that I need. Oh, are we low on iron again? We can't be low on iron. I just smelted up a whole bunch more. Well, a whole bunch is kind of a stretch there, isn't it? I don't know if I would say I smelted up a whole bunch more. That should be cool. Okay. And then you can do that with glass panes. Wrong glass. Cool. There we go. And how are we for cards for Laser IO? Because I know we have a card holder. I'm going to need more item cards than this, aren't I? Yeah. I don't know if I need filters, but we definitely need item cards. So lapis, please. Probably going to need more quartz before the day is end. And probably a few more of those. Cool. And that got me 9. Good work. I'll see if I can be creative with this setup. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, like, back here, okay, and then we could have what we'll probably want, okay, each one of you should be set to stack size, stack to 4? Any side will not be auto exported. You know what? When we upgrade to like extended, this will change a little bit, but I think this is fine for now. Okay. So what we're going to want to have here is you will be an insert on white. You can be an insert on white. You can be an insert on white. You can be an insert on white. You will be a stock with a filter And you can stock this, 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 and this, right? So printed circuits. And you'll also insert redstone. Cool. And you'll insert silicon. And you'll insert Certus quartz. And you'll insert diamonds. And you'll insert gold. Sound like a plan? Cool. We are also going to need a laser wrench, aren't we? We are. So I better get that crafted, and I'm going to get a couple more things, and then we'll be ready to go. All right, I think we're getting close here. So I want a crafting unit, which should just need a couple of cables, which are luckily easy enough to make. And then we can make that a 4K, and that's cool. All right, so then that's cool. And then how about my pattern provider? I already made one of those. I have a chest. We should make a pattern terminal. I forgot to make one of those. We need a pattern terminal. Yeah, pattern encoding terminal. So for that, we're going to need another one of you guys. So you, and that's cool. That's cool. And then I'm going to need a few of the diamond dudes. I'll come back when they're done because they're a little bit slow. All right, pattern provider ready. Now we just need some actual patterns. Not too bad. What else do I need more of? Certus and quartz glass. That should be enough to start, I think. Okay, cool, cool. Good, good, good. All right, so you're going to go up here, pattern provider, because that's the way Dire rolls. Do I still have my covers? I do. Sweet. And then patterns go in. All right. So now let's teach you how to make all the things, right? So we're going to want processors. Okay. So your pattern is going to be this, but you're really just going to be gold and silicon, right? Cool. And now if we were to put a diamond in there, we would get this. And if we were to put a Certus in there, we would get a calculation processor. And that's all we should need to know. So now the trick I'm going to play is I'm going to put this dude here. And then we're going to have a pattern provider here and a chest here. Does that sound cool? Okay. And then what you're going to do on the north side is stock this, and that. Cool. On the white channel. And then this dude on the north side will extract. And that should be cool, I think. Right? No, not this guy. I reverse those. You should be extracting. You should be stocking. Right. So items will go in the chest. They will be extracted. They will be distributed appropriately based on sorting algorithm rules, right? You're stocking all that stuff, and then you're also redstone dust, and that should be cool. I think so. Shall we? Oh, let's see what happens. So if I said craft one of those, all right, I'm missing silicon. I guess I could ask you to craft one of these. We have no crafting CPUs because I didn't plug that in yet. Haha! Dire knows what he's doing. Where should we put these guys? What I'm thinking is we could do something similar. we could do, you know, it could be cool looking. So we could do that. Or we could like branch off in this direction to start a new set of channels. Now we do have some dense cables that I can totally do the thing with, right? And we don't have to be too crazy about P2P. Like we might do some P2P, but we don't have to go crazy with it this time because this stuff's easy to get EMC wise. So we could do that. And what we could have here, you know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, for now, run this over to here. And I'm going to do a similar setup with my old destruction buddy. And exchanging and bricks. Okay. And what I'm going to have here is I'm actually going to do that, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. About 1, 2, 3, 4. I like that plan. So if I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. And a depth of 4 sounds good to me. Okay. And I'll have you come down here. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ma, that's cool. Isn't that cool? And then what I'll do is I'll have you guys can go away. Oh, look at you being all exchangey with Silky. Okay. So what I'll have is something like this, 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 and then they'll eventually expand out in these directions with coprocessors. And then we'll have 8, well, that'll be 4, right? And then we can have another batch above it. Okay. Like this. Okay. And that'll be your 8 dudes. Does that sound like a plan? I think that sounds neat looking, right? I think that sounds super neat looking. To the point where I'm going to surface mode some bricks here. Are we out of bricks? Did I run out of bricks? I couldn't. Did I? I guess I did. I like it. See, I'm going to try to make things look nice this time around. Or at least, you know, I mean, see what we can do. Okay. And we can do the same thing with smooth glass in the front here. So to start this bad boy, we're going to have our first 4K, right? And then we'll expand that as time allows. So now we should have a processor room that we can do stuff with, okay? So I should be able to say, give me an engineering processor. Well, not that one, because that's like the one I don't have resources for. But if I'm not mistaken, that should be working now. Are you doing your thing? Oh, right, I didn't do this. Connect all these guys, right? So now you should be getting your gold, you should have your redstone, you've got your silicon, you've got your item card. So you should be stocking these dudes. Why are you not stocking these dudes? That should be working. Also, I can make these like a cool color. But yes, that should be working. So most everything is cool here, except for you stocking the correct items. South side, you should be keeping in stock. Now I could adjust the sidedness, but I don't really want to do that. What if I took this out for a sec? That shouldn't do anything, right? No. But what I should also have, these guys should be in the filter so that you're allowed to stock from it, right? Yeah. So if you want these guys to... So why aren't you... Oh, I know why. Hold on. Because you guys don't have the filter. So this needs to be allowed to be extracted from. And now, right? And then this guy's filter. So yeah, we have to make sure that when you're in stocking mode, if you're stocking from something that has a filter on it, you add the correct item to the filter. See, Dyer knows how his own mod works that he wrote by himself. I promise. Cool. And then you should get extracted. You got dumped back in there, and then you should have a completed logic circuit. Hooray! It works. That is cool. Is that cool? I think it's cool. I hope you guys think it's cool, because I super duper think it's cool. All right. So that's kind of the starting of an auto crafting system, right? Now, at some point, we're going to have the big flowery thingy, right? But I wouldn't mind having some, like, just a couple pattern providers that we can craft with. So I should be able to do a couple more pattern providers, or at least one more pattern provider, and a pretty simple molecular assembler. Now I'm going to need you. Now, here's a good question. Certus quartz dust. Right. So for Certus quartz, or fluix dust, the only way to get it is with an inscriber, because the fluix crystal itself has EMC, but the dust doesn't. Unlike Certus, dust does have it. So I can do it with, machines, or I could do it with an inscriber. Do I want to do it with an inscriber? Could do it with an inscriber. Could add another inscriber back there, and just add another laser IO node and the filtery bits. Should be pretty easy to do, right? I think that's the best way to handle it. Only because, like, we already have all that. So I think that's cool. So what I'm going to do is get an inscriber whose dedicated job will be crafting things like that. Does that sound like a plan? Hope so, because that's what I'm doing. Okay, so then you, and then we're going to laser IO it. Do I have my laser IO? Did I use up all my nodes? No, I didn't. There they are. Okay. So I can very easily destruction gadget my way into one of these sides, right? So how about this? That should be fine. Cool. So then we can have a node, an inscriber. Your job will be to insert with a filter. You're going to allow fluix on both types of fluix, right? So you and you are allowed. And then if we connect you guys, that's cool, right? And then over here, you're going to allow, or you're going to stock fluix crystals. So then we put a pattern in here, and it'll extract crystals, and actually we want you to stock fluix dust, not fluix crystals, right? And that should be cool. Did you all hear that Enderman? I heard that Enderman. Okay. Now, do we have any fluix by chance? We do not. We do now. Right? So give me like 10 of those. And if we check, this guy should be running, right? And that's cool. And then you should be good to go. Okay? And he's doing his thing. And he's getting stocked. I like it. I like it. Okay? Now let's get ready to do this guy and this guy as patterns, right? So first things first, we have to actually get 1. I'm going to put you guys away. 2. You guys do that thing. You're going to need one of those, and then you're good to go. Okay? So molecular assembler's ready. Pattern provider's ready. We may want one more pattern provider just so we have a couple patterns. So remember, my goal right now is to get to the point where I can craft automatically all the stuff to make a proper auto-crafting system. So if I do this, do you guys get channels in use? You do. Awesome. So now I've got, a couple patterns that I can do. And let's get the interface terminal, or whatever it's called. Pattern provider, what's it called again? Pattern encoding, ME crafting, ME terminal, pattern access terminal. Yeah, one of these dudes. Do I have one of those? Oh no, I'm into that thing. Okay, that was okay. Pattern access terminal. Yes, that makes more sense. So I do this, that, and then pattern access terminal just needs one of these with a couple of those. Oh, we're out of oak. Cool. Cool. Good to go. AE2 facade. Boom. Boom. Loving it. Okay. So now I can access these dudes from here. And this is where I can start setting up stuff like, here's how you make one of these dudes and whatnots. Cool? Alright, so now what I need to do is make some of these dudes, right? Which requires, I know how to make this, I know how to make this, we just need to know how to make this. And then I need you to know how to make this. And this. And this. Right? And then you can be that. Is that fair? And I should probably actually have a pattern recipe. And that'll be a good start, right? So then you guys all go in here. And, well, it doesn't matter, like, where I put these right now, right? Because what's going to happen is I'm going to change all this, right? So can I get, like, 10 patterns? Yes, if I got more quartz and more iron. Not a problem, right? Raw iron, quartz glass, you cook, you trade. Cool. Perfect. Okay. And then doop-a-doop. That works for me, right? Cool. Okay. So then I want to know how to make pattern providers, which I know how to make most things for. So we're cool on that front. And then I want extended pattern providers, which is going to be... let me put this in here first. Now you know how to make that. Okay. Now I just need you to know how to make this. And this. Okay. And these are 2 capacity cards, but you know where I'm at it? I want an acceleration card as well. And for you to make one of those, you need to know how to make one of these. Okay. Now I feel like my EMC is getting lowish because I've been very focused on using EMC and very not focused on, anything else. But now what I should be able to do we know how to do all the things? So if I said I want a pattern provider, if I want like 70 of these, all we're missing is raw materials, right? But we know how to craft all the other stuff that we need. Okay. And then if I wanted like a whole bunch of these, again, only missing raw materials, that's kind of cool. Yeah? I like it. Now we might... I haven't entirely decided how I want to do this, because I don't feel like we have quite enough resources to go full-blown top of the line just yet. We only have like 13 diamonds over here. I did clear this out before the episode started, but we did not get much by way of EMC. I really need to speed up the growth of the trees over here. If I could do that, that would be super cool. You know. We'll see. Does the Harvest Goddess Band thing... Nearby crops. You think that works on trees? Does the Harvest Goddess Band work on trees? I don't know. I don't know. I think we'll see. If that doesn't work, I'm sure there's other ways to increase, you know, tree growth speeds, right? There's things we can do. But we'll figure that out. I think for now it's probably wrapping up point. So what I'm going to do is wrap up the episode here. Let's see if I can, like, get at least most of the things. I would like all of these, right? So for these dudes, we need 70... we need 32 interfaces, and we need 77 molecular assemblers, right? So if I want pattern providers, I need 32. That doesn't look terrible, right? I think that might be doable. I'll just screenshot this, get all my stuff, and then when we come back next episode, I'll have all the things together to build this. I'll probably start with like the tier 1 assemblers, and then we'll replace them with the better assemblers in the future, if we so desire. Does that sound like... That sound cool? I think that sounds cool. Alright, so for now, wrapping up point. Devil20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let's come back next time. I clearly have a lot of iron that I'm going to need. So, yeah. This will be cool. Alright, but we'll get it going. I'm also going to need more charcoal. Alright, for now, Devil20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.